Hello, everybody. Thank you for clicking on. It is the 23rd day of December. It is Festivus for the fans of the Jerry Seinfeld show. 10:03 p.m., couple minutes late logging in. My apologies for that. And again, thank you all for clicking on. This is going to be a recap of the award show last night, and we'll get to that after we do a few other things, including this introduction for tonight's show. So there we go. You wanted to know how the Grinch stole Christmas. Well, we have our answer. He did it with a rocket sled. Hello to everybody over in the chat. Hello to everybody watching. Normally, we are not on Friday nights. It's just going to be a real short episode. And we are going to just kind of recap the awards from last night and talk about a couple of things. Hello, Noel's Gig. Hi, Bunny. Hi, Sassy Pants. CMC's Smelly Yeller Feet. Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas Eve, or whatever you celebrate or don't. Yeah. Merry Christmas Eve. Happy Hanukkah. Blessed Kwanzaa. And a joyful Ramadan. And thank you all for watching. And of course, ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas to everybody. Speaking of Christmas, well, there are a lot of people that were concerned about a white Christmas this year because the storm of the generation was supposed to be coming upon us. And in many places that quite honestly didn't materialize, including where I'm located. Um, very little snow. Now, it obviously it's cold. I'm sitting here with this on my head because it's cold. It's cold back here where I do the show from, and um, very little snow. A lot of wind. Not and blow your roof off kind of wind or anything. So I'm very thankful that it didn't hit here. Now, depending upon where you're at, um, you probably have some. You probably have some. You probably have some snow. Um, if you're north of where I'm at, you probably have some snow. South of where I'm at, you probably don't have any snow, but it's cold and it's going to get colder. Um, if you happen to be in Buffalo, New York,
downtown Buffalo is ground zero with this blizzard so far. I'm using the buildings to shelter to show you these scenes, but textbook whiteout conditions across Buffalo. A driving ban is in effect for the duration of this blizzard. Some of the short-range models are now showing in excess of 70 inches of snow by Christmas morning, and you can see why. We've got 45 UPC snows right now. Absolute freezing on everything out here. Very dangerous conditions. Textbook blizzard. Ground zero here in Buffalo. Stay off the road, stay indoors. Dangerous blizzard happening. You go to frostbite in a matter of minutes, if not seconds out here with these winds. Winds have gusted up to 80 miles an hour already, recorded at 79, likely gusting higher than that right off the tip of Lake Erie.
and that was Dr. Reed Timmer, known primarily, most notably, as a storm chaser, a tornado chaser from the Discovery Series Storm Chasers. In Buffalo, New York, they're still expecting 72 inches of snow, which is about 6 feet. Actually, 6 feet exactly. Hello to Cunning Stunt, ACB, New Horizons, Lori K, Mater, Ruth Sanders, Blues Lady, Feisty Mama, Cunning Stunt, Direwolf. Hey, Direwolf, yes, man. And by the way, I still have all the imaginary awards. I still have them all here with me. None of them have been shipped out. Nobody stopped by to collect theirs yet. Everything's on hold because there's been some legal actions taken that people are protesting the outcomes, and there are demands for recounts, and it's just it's turned into Gary Lake. Somebody named Carrie Lake. Somebody named Carrie Lake contacted me about stolen elections or something. I don't know. Thank you, Feisty Mama. And thank you all for clicking on. Thank you all for being here. We'll get back to the awards here in just a moment. But as we almost always do, we're going to check on our breaking news. Top stories, according to mainstream media, coming out of CNN. House passes a $1.7 trillion government spending bill as funding deadlines loom. Over 1 million without power as the winter storm swells to a bomb cyclone. That's in the Washington Post. Fox News says Pelosi mocked for wishing Americans a happy Schwanza during her final speech. New York Times, winter storm disrupts thousands of flights on a busy travel holiday. The Washington Post January 6th committee releases transcripts of dozens more witness testimonies. And the BBC News, there has been a shooting in Paris, 3 dead, several injured in that attack. And while we're at it, let's just go ahead and clip over here real quick to our Twitter feed. I don't have a lot on here tonight. As I said, it's going to be a relatively short episode tonight. We start out with this from Reuters. Santa Claus told visitors to, now this is the obviously this isn't David Rydell. Okay, this is Santa Claus. Santa Claus told visitors to Santa Claus Village that people's greatest wish was for, quote, the world to calm down, end quote, before departing in his sleigh from his hometown of Rovaniemi, Finland, which of course is in the Arctic Circle. And there you can see the jolly, jolly old elf, but I always thought elves were smaller. Anyway, there he goes in his sleigh, and he's getting ready for liftoff. Okay. How close is he? Well, we'll talk about that coming up in just a couple of moments. I wanted to retouch on this because it was at the bottom of the Twitter feed the other night, and I wanted to bring this back up because I think this is something that sets dangerous precedent. The International Sporting Code has been updated to require that all Formula One drivers receive written permission to express explicit political, religious, or personal statements. Formula One drivers banned from making political statements without permission, making clear political statements during races, including wearing clothing that would suggest non-neutrality. I don't know. I'm assuming there is with the high profile, I'm assuming there is the potential, especially with conflicts going on, and Formula One being primarily a European circuit. With everything going on, it's probably what they felt was the best move to make for their sport. It just seems like it could be interpreted as another form of suppression, oppressing the voice, censorship. Anyway, as I said, Santa is just, he's heading to the launch pad right now. We are at the launch pad. And as you can see, the Santa sleigh, the payload, right here at the bottom, payload, loading in progress. So throughout the night, thanks to NORAD, you will be able to track Santa's sleigh. And you can see as he moves along how many gifts are in tonnage are delivered throughout the whole world. And that will all kick off when he actually departs. And according to NORAD, that happens in 72 hours, or in 7 hours, 42 minutes, and 33 seconds. Okay. Hop back over here to the chat for a second and say hello to everybody. What's going on? It's the holiday season. Let's not get angry in the chat. Summer. Hi, Summer. Hi, everybody in the chat. Yeah, just you know, just take a step back, take a deep breath, count to 3. Does it really still matter? If it does, respond, but do so in a way that you would want somebody to respond to you. All that being said, hi, Crazy Ivan. Have I missed anybody? Easily distracted. Hello. I can be that way as well. Thank you, Crazy Ivan. Again, thank you all for being here in the chat, watching, and those of you that are watching on demand at a later time. Thank you all for being here. The awards were given out last night, the first Doofy Awards, an imaginary awards show. And I did not realize until the end of it that the videos were not playing correctly. And the whole time, everything was running smooth to me. And I was excited. I just wanted to get through the opening number, the imaginary opening number, little comedy bit. And once I got through that, I thought, man, smooth sailing. Everything's going good. And then I got to the end of it and I found out some of the videos, the audio was choppy, and I apologize for that. At the same time, I thank everybody that stuck around, and I thank everybody that participated, everybody that voted, everybody that nominated, and we're going to take a couple of minutes here tonight for those that don't think the right people won, or whatever. I joked earlier about recounts and stuff, but anyway, we're going to deal with some of that because I know for a fact that Telescope is very disappointed. Not only did he not win biggest villain in 1776, but he didn't even get a vote. And I did. I got votes. So he's really disappointed about that. Jeff's really disappointed that he didn't win the loudest 1776. And anybody that's been in a conversation with Jeff can see the justification in his disappointment because the man's loud. And I say that with all love and all due respect. But I know for a fact those two guys have those feelings. And of course, it's all in fun. That being said, one of the winners last night was very gracious and magnanimous, and gave an acceptance speech.
Thank you for the Doofy Award for Best Costume. I want to thank everyone that voted, and also thank my Barbie collection. Without them, none of this would be possible. I started watching way back when the Canadian protest started with Fry TV, and it's been quite the shit show. I've laughed, cried, and even screamed. I had my voice taken from me so many times that I finally started this channel to express my feelings in a silly, lighthearted way. As Barry with the American Doofus channel always says, it's a dark world. Try to be a light. I hope my dorky, weird videos have made some people smile.
They have indeed.
Thank you for
your videos have made many people smile, and thank you to Reenactment with Dolls. That's adorable. What can you say? What I can say is, please go to Reenactment with Dolls. Go to Baldy Banks. Go to Mumbling Melons. Go to Jerry Garcia. Go to Meanwhile. Subscribe to these channels. Let them know that how much you've enjoyed the content that they have been providing. I know I certainly have. And again, thank you to Reenactment with Dolls for that acceptance speech. And yes, indeed, it is a dark world, and do try to be a light. And that's what Reenactment with Dolls is doing in a very creative and humorous way. Go to Carl. Absolutely crazy, Ivan. I was really surprised Carl didn't get nominated in some things. But then again, Carl pops up and he puts up incredible content, and then it disappears, and then Carl pops up again. So Carl doesn't need awards. Carl's a legend. Oomph, is Oomph in here? Oomph, good to see you. GA from CA. Hello. From this, I know. They're seriously such a valuable, amazing part of this journey. One of my favorite pieces. Yes, they are. Yeah. Carl would not have been wanted to. Yeah, Carl would not have wanted to have been nominated or win. I think that's probably true. Yeah. But that doesn't mean, everybody thinks highly of Carl. Lisa Hurley, hello. Merry Christmas. Telescope says the voting machines need audited. Carl is an award unto himself. Well said, Cunning Stunt. Well said indeed. All right. Again, Telescope, another channel you need to go to and subscribe to. If you're missing the chat board and content of BTM on YouTube, Telescope's trying to revive that with his channel. So go and subscribe. And speaking of BTM Discord, they are revamped and re-energizing and planning on re-emerging. So if you're interested, by all means, go to BTM Discord as well. Again, thank you to everybody that took part. We'll recap for those that might have missed it. We did two categories, or we did two divisions, 1776 and non-1776. We had 6 categories: villain, hero, best costume, most effective protester, counter-protester, and the loudest, and then the funniest. And the winners were male and female in each one of the categories. So everything was treated as equally as possible. 1776, the male villain winner was Oreo. The female winner was Crystal. The male winner for villain in non-1776 was Claude. And female, it was a tie between Anarchy Princess and Lori. And I did hear from Lori. Eddie is trying to get his vote counted despite not getting it in on time. And he says that if his vote counted, there wouldn't have been a tie. So, but I talked to election officials and they said that's not going to happen. It's a tie. In the hero category, in the non-1776, the male nominees were Defender of Ants. Oh, I didn't do the, did I do the male villain? Yeah, okay. Hero, 1776, non-1776. Male, Defender of Ants, Telescope, Dire Wolf, and Lazy Gamer. And there was a tie between Defender of Ants and Direwolf. So I saw Direwolf in here earlier. So congratulations. And you, like everybody else, you're going to get this, imaginary Doofy Award. But you get bragging rights that go along with it. So, that and $5 will get you a straight cup of coffee at a Starbucks. Heroes in the female category, non-1776. Nominees were Anarchy Princess, Lori Arnold, Whistle Girl, and Trucker Girl. All of them received votes. All of them were heroic. And because all of them received votes, it was a very close vote and ended up in a tie between Anarchy Princess and Lori Arnold. As far as 1776 and their male and female categories under hero, well, Santa, Oreo, Dom, and Mechanic Eric were the nominees for the 1776. And the winners were, once again, a tie. This time it's between Dom, Golden Chariot, and Mechanic Eric. The female winner, in a landslide, the nominees were Crystal, Jaylyn, Lady Buckeye, and Ma, with Ma being the landslide winner there as far as the hero of the females in 1776. Costumes, 1776 male costumes, Vern, Matt, Mags, and Golden Chariot Dom. And for the second time, his second Doofy of the night, Golden Chariot Dom won male costume. Hippie Mama was the winner of the female costume. Other nominees were Corinne and Jaylyn. And in the non-1776 female categories, Lolo, Anarchy Princess, and Lori Arnold, as well as our winner, Reenactment with Dolls, as we've already seen the very gracious and magnanimous acceptance speech. For the men in non-1776, only two nominees, Defender of Ants and Telescope. Telescope got a couple of nominees because he wore the Santa hat and claimed to be Santa, and because of the X-Foot videos. But by far and away, the winner was Defender of Ants. Most effective protesters, once again, in the non-1776 male category, it was just Telescope and Ant that received nominations. And once again, Defender of Ants was the winner. Non-1776 female, Lori Arnold, Anarchy Princess, J Met, and Whistle Girl. And this time, the most effective protester, not a tie, it was Anarchy Princess. In the 1776 male most effective protester, Oreo, Golden Chariot, Dom, Stormtrooper, also known as Chud, and Screamin' Steve. And the winner in that category was Screamin' Steve as the most effective 1776 protester. The most effective for the females in 1776, it was between Hippie Mama, Corinne, Crystal, and Jaylyn. And for the second time tonight, Crystal walked away with the Doofy Award. And then we had the loudest. The nominees in the loudest for the 1776 male, it was Oreo, Screamin' Steve, Wizzy, and Wyckoff. And with a name like Screamin' Steve, well, he walked away with award number 2 for the night for him. For the females, the loudest, the nominees, Lady Buckeye, Crystal, Jaylyn, and Corinne. And in a close race for her first win of the night, it was Corinne. As far as the loudest, the ladies in non-1776, it was BTM Sparky, Vaughn Michelle, Anarchy Princess, and Lori Arnold as the nominees. And once again, we had yet another tie between Anarchy Princess and Lori Arnold. In the loudest, with the loudest male category, non-1776, this is one where there was some dispute because Jeff thought he should have won. The nominees were Jeff, Telescope, myself, and Defender of Ants. And Defender of Ants, once again, collected another doofy, as he did for the funniest category. Defender of Ants won the funniest category over Telescope, Baldy Banks, and Jerry Garcia IA. In the female category for the funniest, it was Lori Arnold, BTM Sparky, Anarchy Princess, and Low. And the winners, once again, we had a tie. This time the tie was between Anarchy Princess and Low. And then in the female category for the funniest, once again, we had a tie. The nominees, Lady Buckeye, Faith and Country, Hippie Mama, and Jay Lynn. And it was a tie between Hippie Mama, and for the first time tonight, Jay Lynn picked up a Doofy Award. And our final, the funniest in the 1776 male category, it was between Hal, Oreo, Santa, and Stormtrooper, otherwise known as Chud, and Chud with the win. So his he walks away with a Doofy Award as well. So that's what happened last night. We had a surprise opening number from Baldy Banks, and I again go to those sites and see those videos, subscribe to those channels, hit those like buttons on those channels. Some incredible content created, and we're coming to the end of 2023, and we will do a look back next week at some point. We're going to have a look back episode where we go back and show some of the things that happened and maybe spark some memories, both good and bad, happy and sad. Who knows? Baldy killed it, absolutely. And since this seems to be playing better, let me see if I can pull. Let me see if I can pull that video up. And since it didn't get here we go. And again, thanks to Baldy for putting this together. And he did it at the last minute, and it was perfection. And in case you missed it last night or you weren't able to hear it all, let me get this sound up, and we'll do this one more time. This is how we opened the show last night officially.
Hello, welcome to our show. I'm glad that you could come. We're gonna have a hoot, we're gonna have some fun. Sit back, put your feet up and relax. Hope you've had a drink or three. The more you've drunk, the better we will be.
Drinking at the Buffalo when I was downtown.
And if you have a mobile phone, please turn it off. Thank you.
Give me my phone! Give me my phone!
And if you have Tourette syndrome, just do whatever it is you people do. Oh, Baldy Banks. And if you are offended by strong language or blasphemy, maybe you should jump home.
You big pussy.
Cause it's only gonna get worse. Only gonna get worse. Only gonna get worse from now on.
Oh, thank you again, Baldy Banks. And go to these sites. Go to Baldy Banks site. Go to Mumbling Melons. Go to Jerry Garcia. Go to Reenactment with Dolls. Make sure you subscribe and like and share. And share our channel as well. Share. Sunday is Christmas, and a lot of you may be getting with family. I don't know. Weather may be permitting people from gathering. I don't know. But if you're gathering with family, there are things you can't talk about, without starting incredible fights. So just bring up the American Doofus channel. It's a good conversation starter, and just direct your family, both those that agree with you and don't agree with you, towards the channel. Can you believe Mags thinks he has more talent than Baldy? No, that's delusional. Unless he's got a bunch of talent I haven't seen, which could be the case, but no, Baldy's. All of those people are incredible. As I said, BTM Discourse Behind the Mirror on Discourse, and Telescope's channel. He's going to try to kind of pick up where the BTM YouTube channel left off. So want to get all those things out. Thank you, Cunning Stunt. In case you need to subscribe to this channel as well. You need to hit the notification bell. I don't say that enough, because I've got incredible contributors. I've got incredible guests on here. I've had incredible sources and resources. And I thank all of you. And Cunning Stunt has an incredible, sexy voice. In case you haven't heard her, and when we get her and GA from CA on here together, from this I know, FTIK, she's going to start being a regular contributor as well. So it's going to be a good 23. We're going to get through it all together. We're going to all have a better year come 2023 than we did 2022. And Sexiest Voice Award goes to Al Munson. Al Munson's got this deep booming voice, for those that haven't heard it. Them two are fire. Cunning's sexy and she knows it. We got a bunch of sexy people here. I've said that quite often. This is where the best looking women are, and this is where the handsome lads all hang out. Telescope's right. Al Munson wins hands down. Yeah, we haven't had Al hadn't been on the program yet. Sexiest hat Barry right now. I vote for Al for sexiest voice, says sexy pants, sassy pants. If you all aren't doing anything tomorrow night, again, weather-wise, I'm not planning on leaving. I may try to get to my sister's for Christmas over in Indianapolis, about 20 minutes away, but I really don't know. It depends on the weather. At the moment, the way things look, it's -2 here right now, which is, it's warmed up considerably. It was -14 early this morning, and that's before the wind chill, and it's up to -2 now. So hopefully it'll warm up here in the next couple of days. But anyway, if you do not have plans tomorrow night, nothing going on Christmas Eve, we are going to have a very doofus Christmas Eve. We're going to start tomorrow night at 10 p.m. And my surprise special guest host is going to be Lori Arnold, if we can get it all worked out. So look forward to that tomorrow night. We're going to start at 10 o'clock. We'll go to and try to get to 12. We'll see if we can do like a 2-hour show. There'll be singing, dancing, telling jokes, comedy skits. We might even bake cookies. We're not going to bake cookies. And there won't be dancing or any of that either. I don't know. With Lori Arnold, you never know. So that is tomorrow night. That is at 10 p.m. as well, Eastern. That would be 9 Central, 8 Mountain, and 7 Pacific. A very doofus Christmas Eve. If you do not have anything going on, please stop in and check us out. And we might do some dirty limericks, Crazy Ivan. Lori, this is all kind of last minute. It was one of those things where nobody's going to be able to travel. So we said, let's do this. You know, she's been wanting to guest host with me. And I've been wanting to do a show that wasn't just me interviewing her. So she's going to co-host. And we're going to open it up. And if you'd like to come up and say Merry Christmas to everybody, if you'd like to come up and whatever, we're going to open it up tomorrow night to let people hop on here for a minute or two and talk. You know, it's going to be Christmas Eve. I got a dirty haiku. Okay, Ivan, you can hop up tomorrow night, man, and give us your dirty haiku. The limerick I always go to was there once was a man from Nantucket. Oh, we need some dancing. Okay, all right. From this, I know we'll see if we can do that. We'll see if we can get some. Some of us surely have nothing going on, and that's I'm not going to have anything going on tomorrow night other than watching football. So they all must be watching Camp tonight. Let's see where we at time wise here. Okay. Again, I don't want to do a really long show tonight for a couple either. GA from CA, I don't either. Don't have a favorite limerick. Oh, Cunning Stunt says she has a favorite. Have a specific favorite dirty limerick. Maybe we'll get her to come on tomorrow night. There once was a young man from Glass. Who is Kent? I don't know. Don't have plans. Okay. Yeah. So for all of us that don't have plans, we'll get together tomorrow night. We'll have a Christmas party. 2 hour-ish. If it goes longer, it goes longer. If it turns into an after party, it turns into an after party. So with all of that said, best wishes to you too, Lisa Hurley. And to all of you, have a really happy Christmas if we don't see you tomorrow night. And again, if it's Kwanzaa, if it's Ramadan, if it's Hanukkah, or if it's Christmas, or if it's Festivus, or if it's nothing, blessings upon you. Peace, joy, love. Let's take a couple of days and just try to focus on that. Peace, joy, and love, So we will see you tomorrow night at 10 p.m. And if everything goes as planned, Lori Arnold will be here and we will also open it up, and we'll just kind of have a Christmas party. Until then, go to Lolo's Lounge. Lolo's show's on right now. And actually, who's bringing the buttered rum? Ooh. Spread the love. DOA is live. Okay. Hello, Shannon Leslie. DOA's live. Lori's live. Or I'm sorry, DOA's live. Lolo's live. Go to those chats. I'll be in there. In both of, I don't know if I'll be over at DOA or not. I'm going to pop in and say hi to Lolo, and I'll probably pop in and lurk into DOA. Mud is live. Okay, I'll hop over there as well. So tomorrow night we'll be back with a very doofus Christmas Eve, and we'll track Santa. We'll see if one of my favorite Christmas movies was always White Christmas, and we'll see if maybe at the end of our show tomorrow night, depending if we consume alcoholic beverages or whatever, we'll see if we can't do White Christmas at the end. I'm dreaming of a white. I will rewind this show since I'm late. Thank you, Shannon. Got link for DOA? No, I don't. The Lori and Doofus Christmas special. Cunning stunt. No, I cut my stream an hour ago. Okay. All right, there we go. Love you all. It is a dark world, and I'm so blessed to have so many lights around me. Let's keep trying to be a light in this dark world. I love you all. We will see you tomorrow night at 10, and I'll see you in the chats around YouTube later on tonight. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. I love y'all.